100%. You miss every shot you don't take. So if you're too afraid to take the shot, how will you know if you're going to make it? The more shots you take, the more you make. Simple. You know, it's a numbers game regarding women. Sometimes it's not even you. Sometimes it is. But it's a numbers game. Take more shots. Don't give a flying fuck if you're down bad. And don't be afraid to get rejected. Getting rejected is great. It makes you stronger in the long run. That ego you have doesn't get affected after a while. Like, okay, you're missing out. On to the next one. Okay, very simple. Numbers game. Keep going, baby. Take more shots. You'll be drowning in no time. Pretty bitches, rise up.
I don't do 50-50. I don't need a half a chick. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. You know, I don't want to meet you halfway. I need you full way. I need you to be 100 and I'm 100. Because then when you are slacking a little, let's say you go down to 80, I don't have a problem putting the extra 20%. It's fine. I could do that. But 50-50, that means we're already lost. Because now we got to get to 100 and you're 50. I'm not doing that. So for some wild reason, I hear a lot of like, you know, I go on dates and then in the conversation, it's like, you know, I'm taking this time to get to know myself. And I'm like, how long does it take for you to get to know yourself? I need to improve. and I'm thinking, I'm like, well, whether we're in a relationship or not, you're meant to always be improving and do what needs to be done. It never stops. The improving just because we're together. Ends. And this is where relationships go left field because people feel like they get stagnated and they don't want to improve anymore because they're like, oh, now I got what I wanted. Well, no, I need you to continue improving. I'm going to stay improving so there's no lacking because then we're not going to the 50-50 like I said. So my single comes from people, they're going through a lot. Nowadays, people just doing too much and I know what I'm doing. I know what I need in my life. So it's like, are you coming to the table with being honest of who you are? I don't want the fake person that in time you hear attempting to change me. Because people fall in love initially for who they are. Oh, I like you, you're fun, you go out, you dance, you might drink a little, we go home, you spicy, and all of a sudden down the line he's like, listen, you drink too much.
Yeah.
And I don't like that outfit you're wearing. Yeah. And you're late. You're meant to be at this time. I don't do none of that shit. I exercise free will. You do what you want. There's a line. Once you could dance before the line, you can tap dance on the fucking line. But once you cross that line, I gotta reevaluate shit and say, this might be the chick I need to fuck with because you're crossing the line and I don't like that shit.
Not every woman that you're going to run across is going to be a narcissist. You have to be on the alert. You have to be on the lookout for certain demeanors, certain attitudes, certain ways of speaking. A lot of different factors play roles. And society has portrayed women to be the weaker sex, the more gentler, kinder, empathetic, maternal. That's what society has programmed everyone to believe that women are. Female narcissists are very studious. Study everything meticulously. They have to give the impression that they are empathetic, that they are not who they truly are. Now, narcissists are capable of doing that as well. Though they have no empathy and they can't even really sustain emotions, rage, anger, hatred, jealousy, those are emotions as well. Male narcissists are probably more prone to showing themselves a lot sooner than female narcissists. Female narcissists work very, very hard to keep the charade going. They take to their advantage what society has already depicted a woman to be. Well, generally, they will basically walk around like a wolf in sheep's clothing and you will not suspect it. It starts at a very young age. They are obviously getting some type of lack of emotional bonding from their own parents, and they are covertly abused, but they don't realize that. And what they're doing is they're taking that abuse and they're internalizing it. So these types of girls basically inflated their own egos. And what they do is they create the illusion that they have a very high importance. And they manage to force that onto external people, where they have external people believing that they are of the utmost importance. And they're getting the kind of outcomes that they want from it. Why are they going to stop? They're not. When they go through their teenage years, they go through what's called relational aggression. So it's pretty much, I'm in the spotlight. If you want to be part of my clique, I have to make sure that you're not a threat. You're not going to take my spot. I have to make sure that you are not better than me. Female narcissists are willing to destroy people. They're willing to destroy people who are friends, who are family, who are lovers, and even their own children to stay in the throne. It's hard to fake empathy for them. They are about power, and they're about attention, and they're about focus. You have to give them the power, you have to give them the attention, and they have to be your focus. Extremely covert. She can be abusing you, manipulating you, and at the same time, she's grooming her next victim. A relationship with a female narcissist is extremely detrimental.
You see, a man will not marry somebody he's cool with. He's not going to marry somebody that he likes. Just because I like you don't mean I'm going to marry you. You will not impress him with your looks. Your looks will get him to look, but afterwards he'll look the other way. Because as good as you think you look, there's another lady that looks just as good as you, if not better. Have you ever noticed that there are men who will marry a woman that looks less good because the true beauty in who she is the fact that she challenges him to be a better person? You see, there's not one man in here who will marry a woman just because she looked good and just because she got a nice smile, just because, that's not why he's marrying you. He's marrying you because one day he sat on a bed and he said, this woman makes me want to do something real. This woman makes me want to have kids. This woman makes me want to have a business, have a job, get my money right, get it together. That's what relationship is all about. You see, relationship is not friendship. Friendship is just courting, but relationship is partnership.
And let's not forget the women. Y'all want to talk about confidence? Y'all can't ever be alone. Your whole identity runs on attention. Let's be real. How many relationships have you bounced from? Literally break up with one guy, the next 2 weeks you're talking to another. You got the roster lined up. And how many girls are with guys they don't even give a fuck about? Too many. And then there you got the single girls that are just talking to a bunch of dudes they don't really give a fuck about because they need the attention, or even worse. The girls that are with these shitty guys that are treating them like garbage, and you're just wondering in your head, you're like, why the fuck are you with them? And the reality is because you think that without them, you're going to have nothing. You're going to have no attention. So don't come at men's throats as if they're the biggest pieces of shits in the world. Yes, we're narcissistic, but let me tell you something, ladies. You guys run on attention just as much as we do. Y'all need the external validation. Guess what? Just as much as we do.